For the final set review video, I'm covering all of the Royal Knight, Knight Support, X-Antibody, and Composite Trait Digimon. With so many cards, I'm diving right into this one because there is a lot to cover. These cards are also the cards I believe to be in the set because should Bandai pick any other combination of cards, this would result in the Tamers or Digicross Digimon being split up in some awkward fashion. I am confident that this is the configuration that we'll see, but again, that remains to be seen. Starting with the Composite Support cards, Pagumon returns as a simple purple Digimon with the inheritable of on deletion. If deleted other than by battle, return one level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash to the hand. Need that Gizamon or Gazimon to start the next chain? Sure, let's go for it. With Gizamon, this Digimon has an on play by trashing one card with the Composite or Wicked God trait, you draw 2. It also provides an inheritable blocker and can Digivolve from Pagumon. Simple, and an excellent addition to the existing support from BT18. Deltamon comes back as well, this time purple and black, and has the same inheritable as Gizamon, but an on-play when digivolving and on-deletion effect that by trashing one card in your hand, you delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. While the other variant from BT18 provided retaliation, I definitely like this one more. As for Kimeramon, this Digimon's back again, same cost as the BT18 variant, but deletes one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 3, level 4, and level 5 Digimon. This is some wide spectrum removal for this Digimon. On deletion, by deleting one of your level 4 or lower purple or red Digimon, you may play one machinedramon from your trash without paying the cost. Is there a way to make this work with EX1 machinedramon? This might be something that I personally look into. And as usual, the same security attack +1. And look! Machinedramon's back too! On play and when digivolving, you delete one level 5 or lower Digimon. On deletion, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with a cyborg or composite trait from your trash without paying cost. This Digimon also has a Digicross using 5 level 5 or lower Digimon cards with the cyborg or composite trait, meaning the total play cost would be 6. Combine this with Supreme Connection and you could be playing this for 3. The only downside, you need 5 cards to get rid of for this card. But the fact that you can do this means a lot for the deck in regards to flavor. The inheritable is the same as the BT18 version, but between this and BT18, I kind of like this one more. Moonmillenniummon is the crystal form and digivolves from a purple level 6 Digimon for 5. 2 from a Digimon specifically Millenniumon for a cost of 2. On play, and when digivolving, your opponent trashes cards in their hand so 5 remain. For every 2 cards trashed by this effect, delete one of their tamers. For a set like BT18, oh my god. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area by deleting one of your Digimon with the composite trait, it doesn't leave. And lastly, all turns once per turn when other Digimon or tamers are deleted, you trash your opponent's top security card. Now my question, how the heck do you play this card? The answer is the Wicked God Descends. This option card for 4 memory allows you to play one composite trait Digimon from your trash with the play cost reduced by 4. Then this card is placed in the battle area. In a later turn, when any of your Millennium Digimon leave the battle area, delay, you may play one Wicked God trait Digimon with a play cost 1 greater than that Digimon from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Millenniumon into moonmillenniummon, check. Moonmillenniummon into zeedmillenniummon, double check. Coming right up. This option can play out zeedmillenniummon if your moonmillenniummon leaves the battle area, but it can also digivolve from moonmillenniummon for a cost of 2. This Digimon has Overclock, in which you simply delete a composite trait Digimon or token to attack without suspending. Considering you could use this effect to maintain a 16,000 DP blocker, it's huge. Hilariously, I think this is also the first 3-color Digimon we've gotten that doesn't get immediate access to Heaven's Judgment. This Digimon also has an on-play when digivolving and when attacking effect, that by returning one Digimon card from your opponent's trash to the top of the deck, you return one of their Digimon to the bottom of the deck. This Digimon also joins the ranks of immunity, in which this Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't be suspended and isn't affected by your opponent's effects. Shoto zeedmillenniummon, quite possible. Though again, this Digimon would lose to Hexablaumon and Iceclad due to changing battle conditions, not by effect. While this concludes the composite cards for zeedmillenniummon's line, there's a few cards that cross with it in regards to DarkKnightmon. With Monitamon, this Digimon reveals the top 3 cards of your deck and adds 1 card with a Knightmon or Twilight in its text, and places 1 such card under any of your tamers when it's deleted. Besides being Crossheart, it's also a Twilight trait. The inheritable is Reboot. Skullknightmon's kinda funny and has awkward card text like Saberdramon, in that it's simply blocker and an on-deletion save. Its inheritable is also blocker. Deadlyaxemon similarly has retaliation and save, but the reboot inheritable trait instead. But when you get to DarkKnightmon, this Digimon has material save 1, and an on-play and when digivolving effect that digivolves 1 on one of your opponent's Digimon. If digicrossing with 2 cards, you may delete 1 Digimon or Tamer with a play cost of 3 or less. Tamer destruction? Again, huge. On deletion, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card with Knightmon and its text from under any of your tamers without paying the cost. The digicross with both components makes this Digimon a whole whopping cost of 4. And finally, the inheritable for this Digimon on deletion allows you to play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card with Knightmon and its text from your trash without paying the cost. While you may be wondering why Composite comes into Twilight territory, the answer of course goes to Shademon. This Digimon on play reveals the top 3 cards of the deck and adds 1 Twilight or Composite trait card to your hand, then trashes the rest. On deletion, you may play 1 Nene and Mono from your trash without paying cost, then save. Using Nene as the digicross makes this Digimon a 3 play cost total as well. With Nene herself, she's now a memory fixer and when any of your Composite or Twilight trait Digimon with digicross requirements would be played. By suspending this Tamer, you may also place 1 card from under any of your tamers and 1 card from your trash for those cards digicross. Machinedramon even? Sweet. I'm really tempted to see what shenanigans I can do with Machinedramon and this Tamer. But the last card for this lineup goes to Luminamon Nene version. While there is a Luminamon that will be reviewed for Special Booster 2.5, it is mentioned specifically on the 2.0 description that this set will have 4 secret rares. And because there are only 2 secret rares from BT19 to add to the already 2 from BT18, I have to assume that both secrets will be in this set as well. Unless Bandai is of course taking cards from BT20. This card is yet another White Greymon-like card that can digivolve from any colored Digimon. It can digivolve from Luminamon for a cost of 2, or Nene Amano with the Shademon card under it for a cost of 3. On play, and when digivolving, choose one other Digimon. By playing 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from its Digivolution cards without paying cost, delete the chosen Digimon. On deletion, you may play 1 card with a play cost of 5 or less from under any of your tamers without paying the cost. You can also digicross into this for a cost of 4 if you cross Nene Amano with Shademon or Luminamon. Largely, all the support from BT19 is going to definitely put some of the cards from BT18 over the top, because they were missing the much needed support. But with a few more cards to review, where to next? It's now all Royal Knights and Lucemon X-Antibody. Starting with Tapiramon, I placed this Digimon here because of its inheritable effect related to Dynasmon. On play by trashing the top security card, you gain 1 memory. This Digimon sports the same inheritable effect of Candlemon from BT18, and prevents your yellow Digimon with a data or witch-only trait from leaving the battle area by trashing a security. Pretty solid in regards to protection. Wizardmon X also returns, digivolving from Wizardmon for 0, and in some ways looking at the initial cost makes me think Greymon X and Garurumon X. Will it be limit worthy, is the next question. On play and when digivolving, you add the top security card to your hand. Then if Wizardmon or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you may place 1 yellow or purple option card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand as your bottom security card. Again, the same inheritable as Tapiramon and Candlemon. As hilarious as I thought it would be to run this in a Beelzemon deck, the most you're going to be tucking is Deathslinger. Skullknightmon is the level 5 to go over, a Digimon with an on-play and when digivolving effect that by trashing the top security card, you delete 1 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon and gain 1 memory. On deletion, you recover 1. With Wizardmon X and Skullknightmon both having the data attribute and the X-Antibody trait, is Protoform going to jump again? Only time will tell. With Dynasmon, this rare is a red-yellow card that digivolves from 3 from a red or yellow level 5. On play and when digivolving, by trashing the top security card, 1 of your Digimon gains blocker and plus 6000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. All turns, once per turn when this Digimon would leave the battle area, if you have 2 or fewer security cards, you recover 1. Honestly, with the on-play effect, I get vibes like the Wargreymon from BT17, but it's kind of a shame this card doesn't have an inheritable for Dynasmon X. That being said, in Sealed, it's a temporary blocker at least and can recover if it's forced to leave. Leave by what though is a completely different question. Moving to Dynasmon X, this Digimon has Raid and Blocker and can Digivolve from Dynasmon for a cost of 1. When Digivolving and when attacking, once per turn if Dynasmon or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, by trashing your top security, trash your opponent's top security and this Digimon gets plus 6000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. End of your turn, if you have 2 or fewer security cards, you recover 1. While the recovery is nice, I don't believe that there is a way to give this Digimon piercing at this time. Otherwise, the raid might be worth it. With LordKnightmon, this Digimon has an on-play and when Digivolving effect that lets you play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying cost. Additionally, opponent's turn. Once per turn when any of your opponent's Digimon attack, you may change the attack target to one of your Digimon with the Royal Knight trait. The best target for when Digivolving? Probably Gladdymon since it provides battle protection. LordKnightmon X also has the same patterns as Dynasmon X, and Digivolves from LordKnightmon for 1. This Digimon has Collision, and interestingly, this Digimon also has Piercing. When Digivolving, Digivolve 1 on one of your opponent's Digimon for each of your Digimon. Then one of your opponent's Digimon can't Digivolve until the end of their turn. Additionally, all turns, if LordKnightmon or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, all of your Digimon with Knightmon in the text, including this one, gain Alliance and plus 3000 DP. That DP buff is huge, and considering you could be spawning multiple bodies, you could be building wide and building a really fat wall. Needless to say, between Dynasmon and LordKnightmon, I'm definitely more intrigued with LordKnightmon. But the last Digimon to go over, of course, goes to Lucemon X-Antibody. This Digimon Digivolves for 6 from any yellow or purple level 5 Digimon. In addition, it can Digivolve from any level 5 or higher Digimon with Lucemon in its name for a cost of 3. All turns. Once per turn when this Digimon would leave the battle area, if a card with Lucemon is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, by trashing both players' top security cards, it doesn't leave. If it's raided into, or attacked into by say, a bigger Digimon like Jesmon X with Piercing, no security checks will happen because Lucemon X was not deleted in battle. End of your turn. Once per turn, your opponent may trash their top security card. But if this effect doesn't trash, such as the case of your opponent having 0 security, you recover 1. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. With so much focus on Lucemon Tribal, this is going to be one of the biggest heavy hitters considering Lucemon Tribal is very possible. With the option card, 7th Divine Cruise, this 7-cost purple-yellow option card has a trash effect, where when any of your Digimon Digivolve into Lucemon X, by returning this card to the bottom of your deck, your opponent may trash their top security card. If the effect didn't trash, you recover 1. The main effect of this card is deleting one of your opponent's Digimon until they have as many as the number of your security cards. If this effect deleted, you recover 1. The security is simply playing Lucemon from the trash without paying the cost. With all these support cards and how the numbers lined up with numbers mentioned on the Bandai website, I can't help but feel confident that these are the 44 cards that are going to be added to the set. This leads me to the conclusion of what I believe to be Special Booster 2.0 with these cards. The next question I have though is, what are the potential pull ratios going to look like? Join me tomorrow on what kind of expectations I plan to see, and with it, some data that I've collected through the last 4 years of the Digimon card game. This DIGI-PANDA, logging out.